Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, SideshowCon proved to be an interesting experiment for Sideshow. I think the company benefited greatly from it, but other companies also benefited from this event, and one of them was Iron Studios. I think Iron Studios benefited the most. They had a lot of great things on display. They had some things that we have seen before. Now they're coming to North America. And I want to talk about him. I want to talk about the Captain America First Avenger. That was actually an exclusive for, in this case, Comic-Con experience in Brazil last year. Also, they had a Hulkbuster, a Hulk. And, you know, I want to talk about him, but also want to talk about Stan Lee that wasn't there. But it was released, it was showcased in social media, and it really had a lot of people talking. So I want to talk about these 4 pieces today. The good and the bad, what I like, what I don't like, and ultimately let you know if I think you need to get these in your collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. All right, guys, we are going to start with Captain America, the First Avenger. And this, for this reason, we are going to Sideshow because it is only exclusive there. Now, this was exclusive to CCXP last year, but now it's being released in North America and the rest of the world. So Sideshow is the only place to get it. As you can see, it's $160. And you can pre-order according to this. Estimated arrival is August, so it's next month. Now, in the description, it says, Sideshow and Iron Studios present the latest from the Art Scale 110 line, the Captain America, the First Avenger statue. Based on references from the original film, this polystone statue is hand-painted and limited edition. The event-exclusive Captain America, the First Avenger statue features an extra portrait and a detail base. So you can see all the information there. Again, this is not say limited to them because it was limited to CCXP, but now, of course, it's available through Sideshow. Really love this one. For being a 110 scale, it is a nice looking piece. I love the base. It has a lot going there, but it really works with the theme. And I love the fact that it has pretty much the switchable head portraits, which I love. And at every angle you can see, I love this. This is perhaps my favorite film in the whole series of the Captain America films. I think that's my favorite. The first one, I love it. My wife loves it. Also, I love, I love all of them. Winter Soldier is amazing, but I love that outfit. So it is a very nice depiction. Of course, you can see the damage in the shield, which is nice. That's a nice touch. You can see some reviews of this piece actually, but if you have to speak Portuguese because these are Brazilian collectors that were able to get it first. But man, love that. Going back to this, look at that. That looks like him for sure. Chris Evans for sure. Very nice. Love the detail. Very nice looking piece for sure. Love the detail on that base. Really like it. I'm considering to get this one. Oh, look at this. Even the puddle right there. You can see that. That's super nice. That's a nice touch of detail. Now with the helmet, very cool. It is definitely a nice looking piece. But like I mentioned before, on this subject in regards to exclusives, it is kind of bad that they're re-releasing something. And that's the only concern, that if you have something that you pretty much advertise at first as an exclusive, then it should remain that. You should keep that promise. But it doesn't seem that works for these pieces, and that's the reason why they're on number. They don't have an edition size, so they can be, they can sell them again. But yeah, it is a nice piece and definitely a recommendation. All right, now we're moving into the Iron Studios website, and we're going to look at the Hulk from the Avengers Age of Ultron 110 scale statue. This is $200. You can choose the payment plan up to 4 payments. It is on pre-order now. Of course, it's not releasing until June 20th of 2021. So you have a year from this moment on to get this. And we're going to skip, if you remember, Age of Ultron is not my favorite film in the whole franchise. Of all the Avenger films, I think it's probably my least favorite. Still very cool, very fun to watch, but it's not my favorite. But of course, this is based on that. In the features, you say it's limited edition, based on original movie references, made in polystone, hand painted, and so on and so on. Product dimensions is 10.2 inches in height, 8.6 inches in width, and 9 inches in length. And he weighs 8.6 pounds, which is super heavy for this. It is heavy, and that's the reason why it's $200. So it does have a lot of weight. So I can give him that, because I was thinking, well, the price is a bit too steep, but I agree with the price. I think it's fair. It is a fair price. It is a heavy piece for what it is for this scale. So now let's look at the pictures. Really love, it's definitely good. I was kind of thinking maybe it's not my thing because I'm not really such a big fan of the film. You know, I like the film, but it's not on the top 10 list for me of MCU films. But looking at it, I can see that the paint job is good. Love this case, the base. Some people are trying to even compare this to in this case, the Artifacts pieces, Artifacts Plus created by Kotobukiya. But they are different, you know, they have differences there. And I really love the base, and definitely I love the scale. It has that going for it. It's not a massive piece, it's a small piece. So if you have an MCU display with Iron Studios, definitely this is something that it really fits well. Look at that. Not a fan of those pants that he was wearing. But yeah, nice paint job. It does even have some, you know, like the coloration, like you can see all the dust in his arms and his legs from the bricks and stuff, the destruction. That's pretty cool. That's a nice addition to color. So he's not super clean. Sometimes you see that with many Hulks that they're really clean. And Hulk is a savage. So definitely he's not a clean guy. And you can see even that tire rim there. Pretty cool. So yeah, I think the price is fair. You know, I'll normally go for more like, I don't know, like the comics depiction of characters, but this is not bad at all. I definitely, as you can see from different angles, it is cool. Love the choice of green. And if you're going to get the Hulkbuster, then definitely these two are companions, so they have to go together. I think you have to have both in order for this to work out as intended, as they pretty much created the whole display. And as you can see, this gives us a reference. It's 26 centimeters, 10.2 inches in height, which is pretty high. You know, it's pretty tall in comparison to other 10 scale pieces. So yeah, it is nice. It might seem a bit small in comparison to other 1/10 scale, and I noticed that when I was looking at the video with Sideshow Con, but nonetheless, it is a nice piece. All right, and now we're looking at the Hulkbuster, and this is $349.99, which is very steep for a 1/10 scale. Now, we need to keep in mind that this is a large piece. We're going to look at the dimensions in just a moment. It is large. It's almost as big as a 1/6 scale. But I do feel that the price is a bit too steep, even for the 1/10 scale. I would say perhaps 300, maybe. Maybe I'm just, you know, trying to be so cheap on it because it is huge, and we're gonna look at the pictures in a moment. I just feel that it's completely out of balance in comparison to the rest of the pieces that they have in the entire collection, in the entire 1/10 scale line. But you can choose the payment plan up to 5 payments. The release date is June 20th of 2021. We're going to skip the description because we know the film. And features limited edition based on original movie references, made in polished stone, hand painted, automotive paint, which is metallic paint. I don't know what they have to add that to the description. This statue is part of a battle diorama based on the Avengers Age of Ultron. Product dimensions 14.9 inches in height, which is really tall for a 1/10 scale, 12.5 inches in width, and 14.9 inches in length. The product weight is 13.2 pounds, so it is 5 pounds heavier than Hulk, which that tells you something. So here you go, massive piece. Now, I'm still torn about the price, particularly because of the scale, but it is not a small piece. This is a huge piece, although it didn't look as big in the video that they had, in this case, a Sideshow Con. Unfortunately, they didn't really put too much emphasis on quality of the video and also scaled references there. Because they're just moving around with pretty much a phone. But look at that. Yeah, it is cool. I'm not denying it. It is a nice looking piece, a lot of detail, nice pose. If you want to, you know, pretty much resemble that battle between Hulk and the Hulkbuster, then by all means, this is a, you know, nice looking piece. I just feel that the price is, I don't know if it really is deserving of that much of a price. And I know Hulkbuster sells well. It sells that with the, you know, when every time he goes on Hot Toys, people love them, you know, and they pay top dollar for those Hot Toys. Even the plastic ones, the variations. But man, it's just, I don't know. I feel that even the artifacts from Kotobukiya was cheaper. And of course, that's just in PVC. I just don't know. And, you know, how heavy it is. Heavy, it just seems that it's heavy, but not as, I would say, super heavy. So I know it's going to be hollow. And they add this for just for, for beauty, just to showcase the light up features, but it doesn't have any light up. There's nothing in the description that says that. It would be nice if you had a light up feature. Maybe it would be more expensive that way, but I don't know. I'm just not so keen about the price point. Although, and gives us a better reference. As you can see right here, this is 38 centimeters, which is 14.9 inches in height. It's almost 15 inches. It is larger than a foot, taller than a foot. So yeah, I would say that when you look at it from this perspective here, then you say, wow, yeah, the price makes sense. It weighed 6 kilograms, which is 13.2 pounds, which is, I would say, heavy, but not too heavy. So yeah, I'm still torn. I think it's nice, but I don't think it is a must unless you are really a big fan of the MCU and you love this fight, and probably was the coolest fight on that film, one of the coolest fights. But yeah, I don't know. It's not for everyone, but it's still cool. But yeah, the price point can scare some people away. Alright guys, and I want to conclude with Stan Lee Deluxe R Scale 110 piece. Now, there is a regular one that costs $50 less, but the base is simple, it's nice, but we're gonna go all out with the deluxe version because in my opinion is the best looking of the two. Now, this was showcased, I think through the week with in this case San Diego Comic-Con experience, online experience. So they released that as soon as they released the photos and social media, it went viral in Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. People were talking about it because it's very nice looking. We love Stan Lee. Everything that portrays Stan Lee, we love it. Now this piece again is $159.99. You can choose the payment plan up to 5 payments. Estimated arrival is June 20th of 2021. And the description, of course, license is POW Entertainment. Its scale is 110, limited edition, based on original references, made in polystone, hand painted. It doesn't say the product dimensions or the product weight, but we know this is 110, so it's going to be average on that reference. So between 10 inches, something like that. So as you can see right here, really love the depiction. He looks great. Love that he's doing the gesture of Spider-Man gesture in his hand. The signature there, which really doesn't mean much nowadays because, he definitely over the years, he's signed so much stuff that, signature is not really worth more than sentimental value. But it is there, which is nice. It has this Marvel Comics. This is Lunchbox. It looks pretty cool. The X logo, X-Men. They had, in this case, the helmet of Iron Man. You got the shield of Captain America, the Mjolnir in the background, which is cool. This definitely looks like the X-Mansion, something like that, in reference to that, with the X-Men, of course. Really love it. Very nice, even with the glasses. He was such a character. We love him for that. He loved for the comics and for the people, and for the love of the art, and really pushing this, and for the kids to really get into comics. That was something that we appreciate. Now the Mjolnir, he needs some I would love some lettering there. That would make it even nicer with more detail. The shield looks a bit plasticky. The paint job looks a bit too plasticky. Needs probably some more color, more shading. But it's, for the most part, it's cool. They look like toys. Maybe that was the reference. But as you can see, not many pictures, man. But at any angle, it looks great. I think this is a great standalone piece. And if you are collecting anything that is Marvel related on the 110 scale, definitely this is going to look so nice in your collection. It's a fun piece, and in my opinion, one that, every Marvel collector should have. Well, guys, there you have it. Iron Studios is a company that really surprises me. They have so much stuff to showcase and a lot of fun things to showcase. Not everything is a winner. Some things I really like. This Captain America First Avenger looks great. I love that outfit, so it is a choice for me. I wouldn't say that Hulkbuster versus the Hulk is, a must, particularly with the price point of Hulkbuster. I think that's too much for this piece. Even though he's massive in comparison to other 110 scale figures, I still think it's too much money for that particular piece. But it is your choice. If you want to just have the ultimate MCU display, definitely it is something that you need to add to the collection right next to Hulk. But Stan Lee is definitely, to me, a must-have. I'm definitely going to add it to my personal collection. I really like it. These are great pieces. I would say Iron Studios keeps amazing us every single week with something new and something refreshing. And they have, for the most part, affordable pieces. And that's always a welcome thing. But what is your opinion? What do you think? Are you a fan of any of these? Are you going to pre-order any of them, or are you going to skip them? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.